I welcome you all to the Q1 financial year 2022 earnings conference call of Minda Corporation. I would like to thank you all for joining us on this call and hope all of you are doing well. The first quarter of financial year 2022 started on a subdued note as the country was hit by second wave of pandemic, which resulted in demand slowdown and sequential recovery subsiding. Despite the challenging business condition, I am pleased to inform that Minda Corporation has been able to deliver a consolidated revenue from operation of rupees 559 crore for Q1 financial year 22. And EBITDA for the quarter stood at 31 crore and profit after tax of rupees 7 crore with a margin of 5.5% and 1.3% respectively. Customer centricity has been our ethos, and we have jointly worked with our customer during the challenging times. In order to service our customer better and with a positive future outlook, we continue to invest in expanding our capacity. All this is helping us to increase our kit value and content per vehicle. We are working to achieve more product per customer and more customer per product. As Minda Corporation, we are giving utmost focus on electric vehicle space. We have received business award of lifetime order of rupees 230 crore in Q1 financial year 2022. I am extremely proud to share that so far in Q2 financial year 22, we have already built significant order booked in EV space. These orders are from both incumbent as well as the new player in the EV space. In last few quarters, we have won order for our new advanced technological products such as smart keys, digital cluster, center console, antenna solution, DC-DC converters, battery charger, etc. I would also like to highlight this has been possible due to the foundation which we laid in our Spark Minda Technical Center and advanced engineering team few years ago. I am also proud to share that we have entered into a joint venture with Infract Electronics, a South Korean-based company, for manufacturing of vehicle antenna system, a segment which has tremendous growth opportunity in India as demand for autonomous vehicles and connected mobility increases. We have continued to maintain operational efficiency to navigate through the challenges faced by the auto industry. Our primary focus in these times has been to create a very strong order book, higher operational efficiency, increase free cash flow, and work towards disruptive technology. I would like to reiterate that Minda Corporation will continue to remain committed toward right capital allocation. With this, I would like now to hand over the call to Mr. Akash Minda, Executive Director, Finance and Strategy, to give further details how we are strengthening the business to enhance shareholder wealth. Over to you, Akash.
Thank you, sir, for your future outlook and inspiring words for all of us. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining the call today, organized by Dolat Capital for Minda Corporation earnings call for first quarter. I would refer to the page 3 of the presentation, which is already uploaded on our website. Your company, Minda Corporation Limited, is an organization having more than 3,300 crores of top line, more than 17,000 people, and have 33 plants and offices globally. We have more than 6 partnerships in the automotive space. I now move on to the next slide, which is slide 4. Here, I would like to share our focus on narrowing focus and deepening capabilities. As we see a triangle in the middle, this is our focus for enhancing the core, technology and digitalization, and customer centricity. On top, we are restructuring the organization by simplifying the structure over the last few years by merger of wholly owned subsidiaries. Introduction of CAM structure to focus on our key account customers and strategic customers, and of course, exiting loss-making subsidiaries. We have strengthened our leadership by getting on board rich knowledge and global exposure professionals, which have come across in various spheres. They're leading the organization to growth and of course deliver consistently and on growth aspects. On the strategic partnerships, we have delivered a successful TLA with the Israel-based two-wheeler ADAS company. We've also converted our TLA to a joint venture with Insight Electrics of South Korea. And also we have done an operational partnership with Phi Capital. And this is looking at the overall transforming of the Spark Minda Group, Minda Corporation Limited. I now move on to the next slide, showcasing our engineering capabilities. I'm very happy and proud to share that even in such tough times of Q1, Minda Corporation has filed 6 patents in this quarter. And more importantly, few of them are for our joint venture companies, which gives back technology to our joint venture partners also. As I've already shown this slide previously, we are ever enhancing our engineering capability in the areas of advanced engineering and electronics by strengthening our members in the Spark Minda Technical Centers, focusing on electrical and electronics and lightweighting technologies, power electronics, vehicle access, electronic hardware, embedded software, product validation, mechatronics. I would like to proudly share that the foundation laid by us 4 years ago in Spark Minda Technical Center is now giving us fruits with the new order wins and conversions that we are seeing in the last quarter and the years to come. I'm also proud to share the two-wheeler ADAS partnership that we have done has now completed 10,000 successful kilometers on the testing validation of the roads of India in order to get the local adaptation and the environment. I would like to move on to the next slide, which is focusing on the electric vehicle space. Here at Minda Corporation, starting from the top, we are offering many advanced technology products such as connected clusters, telematics, die casting for lightweighting, various sensors, wiring harnesses, vehicle control unit, battery management systems, motor controllers, DC-DC converters, battery chargers, and smart vehicle access systems. I am proud to share that most of these technologies are developed in-house by our own advanced engineering team. Other than motor controller and BMS, we have orders for all the products which are shown here. We have won orders from the incumbent as well as new startup OEMs globally. Just to share on the right, we have won orders from Ashok Leyland, Bajaj, Hero MotoCorp, Ola Electric, Revolt, TVS, BMW, Vidya. In the first quarter, we have won more than 238 crores worth of lifetime order book from these customers. I would also like to proudly share, in the Q2 so far, in the first 45 days, we have won orders from these customers and beyond to a huge amount in these product lines. One such example is the order one of Smart Key Systems of one of the largest OEMs, two-wheeler manufacturer OEMs in India. We will share the details with you in the Q2 and in the next days. Minda Corporation is now going to be a very prominent player in the EV space, especially in the homegrown technologies such as Smart Keys, and our focus is to increase kit value per EV. I move on to the next slide, the focus on sustainability framework and ESG. Of course, in the center, our board is looking at strengthening our ESG framework. We have created a core committee which has our board members of Minda Corporation Limited. There's a steering committee, and of course, it has people from various divisions and departments in order to bring this focus all the way bottom up. We have a framework available which is developed by one of the big 4 companies who is supporting us in execution and planning of this of the ESG framework. Going forward, you will be able to see the framework on our website as well as on other forums. I now move on to the highlights for the FY22 quarter one and industry performance. Referring to slide number 9, on the slide you may see the key customers such as green, which are in color, which are newly added, which are depicting the EV space. I would again like to share here by geography. India still continues to be our focus area, and by end market, two-wheelers is about 50%, passenger cars is increased to about 15%, and commercial vehicle about 22%. From the business vertical, mechatronics constitutes about 60% and information connection systems about 40%. I would like to highlight again, these numbers are not comparable as of quarter one and as well as quarter four because of the change in dynamics of the market. On the next slide, on slide number 10, on the highlights, our revenue continues to grow better than the industry. Electric vehicle manufacturers give strong lifetime orders of 238 crores. New business one exceeds replacement business for the quarter. We signed joint venture with the Impact Elect of South Korea. We have filed 6 new patents in quarter one, and one such is in cybersecurity. Nearly 95% of our temporary and permanent workers are vaccinated, as Minda Corporation started a drive to vaccinate 100% of our staff, employees, permanent and contractual. I move on to the next slide to share about the Indian automotive industry performance. As we all can see, from quarter-on-quarter growth, the industry has degrown by 35%, whereas Minda Corporation has degrown by 29.5%. The year-on-year volume grew as last year was complete lockdown for most part of the quarter. Onset of second wave of COVID-19 had an adverse impact on automobile production for the quarter. The production volume declined by 35.1% quarter-on-quarter to 48.3 million. Volumes were impacted by lockdown in most of the states and lower consumer sentiment. We remain cautiously optimistic for the remaining part of the year going forward. On the consolidated performance for quarter one FY22, we have posted a operating revenue of 558 crores with an EBITDA of 30.8 crores with a margin of 5.5%. Our PBT or PAT is positive in spite of all the challenges at 1.3% at 7.1 million rupees. Our exports helped up in the resilient business performance and better than the industry despite challenging macroeconomic scenarios. Our EBITDA margin stood at 5.5%. It is impacted by higher operating leverage due to second wave impacting the industry. Lower aftermarket sales, product mix due to lower commercial vehicles as well as aftermarket, and lack of commodity price indexation had adverse effect. Company continues to implement several cost control measures which are fixed in nature as well as permanent in nature. Our focus is lowering our break-even utilization levels so we can cope up better with any revenue shocks which may come in future. I would like to also highlight that our share profit from our JV has increased over quarter, and from last year there was a loss of about 5.8 million rupees. There's now a profit of about 2.6 million. And I would like to share here the concern of Minda VAST, which has been always there, is now a turnaround story and they're now coming positive along with the order book. One thing I would also like to highlight that we see month-on-month recovery in sales and we are cautiously optimistic that quarter 2 FY22 onwards we will again start delivering double-digit EBITDA numbers and by end of the year come close to about 12% is what we have indicated earlier. Moving to the next slide with the business vertical performances. If I start from the mechatronics, aftermarket and other division, our revenue has seen a year-on-year increase because of course last year there was complete lockdown. The degrowth in revenue on quarter is seen due to the second wave. Our EBITDA margin is at about 8.8% due to lower operating leverage and support by various cost control measures. I would like to highlight here that the capacity utilization at this division was about 60% due to higher exports from this division. Aftermarket impacted by this division and it fell by 41% where we were seeing strong recovery in the aftermarket. Export continues to remain an engine for growth for this business as we have long and strong relationship with our customers. As we gradually recover in the economy, we are cautiously optimistic on the Q2 FY 2022. In the Information and Connected Systems, this division, which is the wiring harness division, continues to be challenged. In some respects, our capacity utilization in this division has been below than 50%, primarily due to the domestic and two-wheeler customers in nature. This, of course, lower fixed cost absorption. Fall in commercial vehicles impacted margin on quarter-on-quarter basis. The rise in commodity prices, especially copper, and lag in indexation also impacted the margin. As we see gradual recovery, we hope and we are working towards delivering mid-range EBITDA numbers in Q2 and eventually take it to higher single-digit numbers in subsequent quarters. Moving to the next slide of business performance and order book. I'm again very proud to share that in the first quarter, we have won a lifetime orders worth of 1,281 crores. 50 crores comes from export and 238 comes from electric vehicle space. In the about 500 crores comes from the replacement business and the growth engine, which is 786 crores from the new businesses. In the mechatronics division, we have won orders worth 500 crores. And then from the Information and Connected Systems, we have won 725 crores. In Plastics and Interiors division, we have won 53 crores lifetime order businesses, which are 100% new. And in others, this is more so on the DCC, the ITS and other businesses that lead to about 1 million due to the government nominations to the truck manufacturers. The next slide, which is our joint venture update. I'm again very happy and proud to share that we have signed up the joint venture with Infact Elects from Korea for the antenna systems for the four-wheeler industry. And here I'm proud to share that we've already won an order book of about 130 crores in the lifetime basis. Moving to the awards in CSR. Again, very happy to share that we have won many awards from the customers in this quarter. Plus, more importantly, we have various drives across India on plasma donation drives, COVID-19 vaccination drives, Arogya healthcare distribution, and of course, new school project under adoption. With this, I would like to conclude our presentation. Thank you very much, and now we hand